Video 3, Sunday, October 24th, 2021. It's 3:56 p.m. I'm taking the 4 o'clock train and we're heading to Pogonip on the Roaring Camp line. And Gary is the driver. All aboard.
All aboard. Oh, you can just do that. Did you push the button and everything? I remember that.
Okay, I kind of how important is that?
Welcome aboard, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out on this crazy wintry, crazy weathery day. It's really, really awesome to see everybody out here. I just can't tell you how excited I am. We have had a full car since every ride today, since early morning. And oh my gosh, after a week or so of doing this, it's just been wonderful and crazy. And yeah, I hope you don't apologize. These cars are like resonating boxes. Sometimes we'll get someone in the way far back and they're having a conversation and it just resonates throughout. Anyway, I want to say thank you all for coming out. This is just an amazing, amazing event. I also want to thank the Seaside Company and the Boardwalk, because without them, we couldn't have done this program, this demonstration for all of you. And I also want to give a special thank you to the Roaring Camp Railroad folks. Their engineers are driving this beautiful car today, and also to them that brought this beautiful vehicle to us today. I want to also announce today on this special ride, we have Barry Scott and Fana Sego. And they are very instrumental in helping us bring this vehicle with us today. Board representatives, we'll have Barry Scott talk to you a little bit. And I think that's going to be, oh, yes. What I want to say is that, as you may know, we were going to have a ride from the Boardwalk to the Capitola Outlook. So it's really important because that's an amazing ride. There's lots of information we were going to give you, and we're going to kind of give you as much as we can in the ride today. But the reason why we did that, with these potential 40-mile-an-hour winds, we were going to head through a eucalyptus grove area that could be potentially very dangerous to us and to the car. Now, normally, when you were keeping us alive, you would remediate all that trees and it would take care of it in advance. And we weren't expecting a 40-mile-an-hour wind storm. So, for your protection, we're going to take a little bit different route today. We're going to head towards downtown and a little bit past Pogonip. But what I want you to keep in mind, that the rail that we would normally be on is our rail system. We own it. Every one of us as county members actually has contributed to the ownership of this rail system that goes from Davenport all the way down to Watsonville. And so even though we'll be riding off of that system, keep in mind that this is the train we would be able to use on that 32 miles that we own as county members. Thank you so much. I'm going to pass it over to David Pais.
Thank you, Ronnie Faulkner, our MC. I want to point out two things. To my left, look at that beautiful ocean swell we have. And then the other is how quiet this is.
Just rolling along.
It's quiet, it's comfortable, and it's zero emissions. What a wonderful way for us to travel. Now, how many of you have seen the movie The Lost Boys? Anyone see that? It's a classic. When we first started from the other end of the boardwalk, we were facing the Trestle Bridge. That was the very first section of the rail trail system that was completed in 2019, ahead of schedule and under budget. For those of you that have been on that bridge, and you're not a vampire, you're walking across it. And if another
Yeah.
You don't have to lift up your bicycle just to get by. It's 4 feet wide. It's 10 feet wide now. And it's another example of how nice and how useful it will be to have this full 32-mile rail trail system. Now, if you look ahead of us, you'll notice we're coming up to a spur here where we can go to the left or to the right. Which way are we going to go today?
Right.
We're going to the right. We're going downtown. That's because we had to reroute our plans for today. Normally we were going to be heading towards Capitola, but if we were to go to the left spur here, where does that take us? That takes us to Davenport. It takes us to the west side of Santa Cruz. We'll talk more about rail trail system through that section on our way back. But we're going to go through downtown right now. And I think what we're going to do is talk a little bit about this TDM vehicle. So Martin, you want to talk a little bit about this tram that we have today?
Hi everybody, how's everybody doing? So I'm here to tell you a little bit about the vehicle that you're riding on today. This is called the MRV3. This is a one-of-a-kind vehicle. This vehicle is a hydrogen electric hybrid, and what that means is that
4 TPS.